afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the real world. Who went to a supermarket for the past 7 days? Or you just order from the phone, e-commerce? Who did past 7 days? Can we have a show of hands? Almost everybody, including the gentlemen, of course. They do groceries as well, not only us, mothers or ladies. So I'll be talking today about our company and retail in general, the space where we move things. There. Okay. All our colleagues have talked about customer service since this morning, and this is actually what all of us do in this world. It's actually the customers. We have heard customers are king. If you don't have the direct customer to serve, you need to find a customer whom you can serve. Like me, like us in the groceries, in the supermarkets, we don't serve the shoppers directly. So who are our customers is the stores. So what Richard was sharing a while ago was the story I shared with him. I haven't had sleep for the past 2 days because the truck drivers just decided not to show up. We have the trucks, we don't have drivers. Not the discipline that the drivers have, but absence, no drivers. So what happened? So those are the things that keep us awake at night. Yeah, and empty shelves in the stores that will make customers, you, unhappy. So it's actually customer satisfaction across the whole supply chain. I'll be sharing with you a little bit of our story where we began. I must be doing something wrong with it, this one. Okay. All right. We started, well, Purata started with, in a garage. We started with a luggage business. It's Thanksgiving. A lot of Filipinos are in the US shopping. And when they come back, all their luggages, even new luggages, are filled up with stuff to sell to everyone here in the Philippines. Or a lot of people are even ordering on online. Yeah, actually, we can actually do that, no? And that business, or Rustan's Supercenters, or no, it's the Rustan's group of companies, started as a suitcase business in the 1950s. And the first, very first upscale department store, which you still see along Ayala Avenue, the Rustan's department store is still there. And in 1998, this is my company now, Rustan Supercenters, was born, where we opened the first hypermarket format in the Philippines. So it's Shopwise. It's in Alabang Festival Mall. That's our very first store. And in 2006, we consolidated all the supermarkets business who used to be under the Rustan's department store, the Rustan's Fresh and Rustan's Express, for some of you who grew up in these stores. So they were consolidated under Rustan's Supercenters. And in 2012, we partnered with Dairy Farm, a pan-Asian retailer that brought us Welcome and Marketplace. For those of you who love to go to Hong Kong Disneyland, you know this brand, the Welcome, and then the Marketplace by Jason's. So these were brought to the Philippines, and this year, we are now 100% owned by Dairy Farm. So we brought in, we are bringing in more expansion, so we are bringing more stores to you in the neighborhood market to bring Shopwise closer to you, with Shopwise Express as the smaller brand, the hypers to neighborhood stores. These are the brands that Dairy Farm operates. Some of these may be familiar to you. In over 12 countries and over 6,000 store networks. Okay, Retailing in the Philippines, how is it? I know a lot of you are doing online ordering, e-commerce, but retailing is more fun in the Philippines. Isn't it more fun to go to the stores? Yeah, it's hot in the stores sometimes. It's hot in the stores because there are so many people like this when we have up to 90% off. It's more exciting to touch the products, you know, try on the clothes, or even touch the fish and the meat and the fruits. Right? And sometimes there's food tasting. You can't do that on e-commerce, the food tasting. Right? So there's food there, there's drink there. And sometimes if you're more lucky, there's wine and cheese. So that's free. Okay, so this is what we want to share with you this afternoon. We were talking in that table. This morning session, they're more innovative. The afternoon session, we are more traditional. But still, in the Philippines, Filipinos still love to go to the supermarket, right? Is it a loud yes or a yes, right? So it's more exciting. So look at how happy our customers are. But when we go to the supermarket, we need differentiation. So customers are very wise nowadays. They're educated. They know that they need to get value for their money. But of course, even if they get value for their money, they still want service, they want efficiency in the checkout counters. You don't want to line up for too long to get your products packed, and so that after that you can pay, right? And bring your products after. And of course, the choice or the assortment. There should not be just one brand, but you should have alternative brands and different price points, different sizes, especially nowadays if you live in a condo. One of the things that we found out is that they have very small cabinets, and they cannot actually fill up, put in the 24 pieces tissue in their cabinets. So what do we offer? Smaller packs. And that's actually what we are working with our trade partners on packaging. And of course, convenience. It's the accessibility. That's the main reason why we came up with Shopwise Express, to bring Shopwise closer to our shoppers. And I think it was Noel who mentioned about loyalty cards. So aside from the loyalty cards that we have, it's actually the service that our customers are expecting from us. These are some of, three of our loyalty cards that we have. Every first Wednesday, we have times 10 points in Shopwise. So when you shop, it's times 10. For every peso, you have 10 points. Who has more than one loyalty card? I'm not asking if it's Rustan's or Shopwise. More than 2 loyalty cards in your wallets. Of course, you know, I know you have that very big competitor of ours. They have that, and then Mercury Drug, they have, right? So I'm sure those wallets of yours have more than 2 of these loyalty cards. And as shared by our the gentleman who spoke this morning, this is an era of tremendous disruptions. From UPS, they mentioned about disruptors in the industry. This is really a revolutionary time for the retail business. We have Amazon, we have Alibaba, and of course, closer at home, Lazada, Zalora. And this is something that the bricks and mortar stores like us should not actually sit on. And we should be ready and prepare for the inevitable arrival of this in the Philippines. Although we are quite behind, we're not yet into online, a lot of us, I know. But of course, we should be ready. You heard about SM and To Go. My friend Ricky's over there. So what do we have in terms of technology and retailing? You heard, I'm sure, about virtual store. Who heard about virtual store? Who actually used a virtual store before? Is in the other countries where in train stations, you can actually look at the pictures and then click on the barcode of the products there, and then order online, and then before you reach your house, the products are already delivered there. O, diba, high-tech? But it didn't really fly because, you know, one reason was, it's technology again. The inventory management system apparently is not real time. So customers order there, but then again in the warehouse, it's out of stock already. So we cannot, or in the store where they ordered, so the items cannot really be delivered right away, according to the promise to the customer. You've probably, some of you have seen the video of Amazon Go, the mobile checkout as well. Yeah, very interesting video. And of course, all the innovation in warehouse management. All the drones to count your inventory, the voice speaking, robotic speaking, everything, no? So interesting. So this is a video that I encountered, which actually sums up how retail and technology can work together.
It's all about speed, convenience, and flexibility. They want to shop anywhere, at any time, and expect a seamless experience, whether they're shopping in-store or online. And while e-commerce is a significant piece of the modern-day shopping experience, 90% of retail purchases are still made in stores. In fact, 95% of all retail sales are the result of some combination of online, mobile, and in-store interaction along the path to purchase. For retailers to succeed in this new environment, they need to use technology to both enhance the in-store experience and bring the physical and digital shopping worlds into one omni-channel experience. Mobile alerts. Delivering the right message at the right time to the right shoppers is an ideal way to capture their attention and their spend. Mobile alerts make this possible and can include anything from new product announcements to personalized offers. Information everywhere. Shoppers want information at their fingertips. By scanning the product tag or entering the item number into the mobile app, shoppers can get the product information, sizing, and ratings and reviews they want right in store. The digital associate. Task workers become knowledge workers when provided with an arsenal of information at their fingertips, empowering them to be personal marketers, service providers, and product experts. Social buzz. Curated posts, tweets, and images about the great things customers have to say about your brand and products should be the focal point of your digital store. This creates a conversation that influences shoppers. Virtual dressing room. A one-time 3D scan allows shoppers to virtually try on outfits in-store or at home, removing any barriers to purchase of the extended assortment online. Data on what customers try on versus what they purchase can create customer insights that drive product recommendations. Interactive fixtures and displays. Research shows that shoppers are 60 to 70% more likely to buy something they touch or pick up in a store. Interactive store displays attract shoppers and use projectors and sensors to serve up rich media content when products are picked up. Shoppers gain access to product information, reviews, and other content right at the point of purchase, and retailers can better understand consumer behavior. After-hours pickup. Shoppers and retailers have embraced the concept of buy online, pick up in store. For the next evolution in convenience, shoppers can order online and then receive a code that will allow them to pick up their merchandise from a locker outside the store or at a third-party location at their convenience. Adjusting to this new world can be challenging. Research shows that only 12% of retailers offer the omni-channel experience customers demand. Cognizant can help retailers succeed in this new world.
All right. I attended a party 2 weeks ago, and my friend shared with me an app on wine, which is really very interesting. You just scan the wine, and then the app will tell you all the details about the wine, where you pair it, and how much. I'm just not sure if it's written there where you can buy the wine. From Rustan's, probably. So that is where we move in. It's a very interesting world, and this is actually the industry where everybody can complement each other. All the Lazadas, the Zaloras, the Transportify, UPS, Royal Cargo, we work with them. Practically, we're their customers. In that essence for the service. So let me bring you to what we do in RSCI. What do I do? Okay, our trade partners, we don't call them suppliers, we call them partners because they're the ones that help us serve our customers. So we work with over 1,000 suppliers ranging from the consumer goods, the big P&Gs, Unilever, Nestle, all the food and non-food suppliers, and the fresh. These are the partners who kept me awake for the past two nights. So it's actually the fresh. We have a central distribution center for fresh because we don't do concessionaires. We go direct to farm for all our meat products and vegetables and fruit. So we have them quality check so that we will be assured of the exact quality across all our stores. And if the truck drivers don't show up for us to bring these products to the store, then it's a disaster. And of course, we have the general merchandise, all the towels, all the basic essentials that you need in your household. So it's practically all that you need, and you can buy all in one roof. This is our traditional merchandise flow. Our trade partners will deliver the products to our distribution centers. And from there, we bring everything to the stores to sell to our customers. And what do we need to manage? I'm sure these are KPIs that we are all familiar with. And of course, in the end, it's all about cost. That's overall supply chain cost. And what we work on would be the productivity of our pickers, the order quantity, the demand forecast, out of stocks, overstocks. So in retail, it's a very interesting world. We have the merchandising team who gets to buy the products. And of course, when they buy the products, it's actually the assortment. And the stores, they want the products to be displayed in bulk. And in supply chain, we are in the middle. We need to balance everything. Because at the end of the day, inventory days will be in our accountability. And if we buy too much that didn't sell, it's supply chain. If there is no product on the shelf, it's supply chain. So it's very, very challenging. I shared with you what keeps us awake at night. It's actually the increasing cost of everything. So I am really excited about the shared services that we can actually work on. I was just sharing with Bernard that probably you know that Unilever has a mega DC beside J&J. And as I was joking at them, you know, you can actually share your trucks if you want to deliver to my DC. It's just, your warehouses are just beside each other. So it's actually something that could help both of us. Instead of 2 trucks lining up in my DC, there will be 1 truck, 2 suppliers. And they said, why not? We could actually work on that. So it's actually the thought of working together with everyone across the value chain so that everybody will benefit from the cost efficiency. And eventually, this is brought back to the customer in the end. And I want to discuss about, a lot of the previous speakers discussed about the geographical challenges and all. And this is a no. I'm sure this is quite a familiar scene in some stores. This is a reality that we can't really do away with. But yeah, in the end, it's Christine's fault in our company. So that is a nightmare for supply chain. Okay, how do we ensure on-shelf availability? These are the service levels of our top 20 trade partners for the past 4 years. History. So they deliver the products to us, and this is their service level. You can guess because these are our top suppliers. So these are the big guys. And look at how they deliver to us. I'm just not sure. I don't want to think that they are favoring Metro before or Schum or SM, Robinsons. I don't want to think about that. I want to be positive. But again, probably I should ask Ricky later what's the service level of their vendors. But look at that. And you know, number one of the problem is trucks availability again. Number two is raw materials. So it's where the source is and how they bring the products here in the Philippines. It could be local or from other countries. Port congestion 3 years ago was really a nightmare, and this was way below. So how can we serve our customers if our trade partners are not fixing the basics? So I would say we could go e-commerce, we could go towards higher innovation, technology, but these are the basics that we need to fix. And that's where probably technology can help us when monitoring where the trucks are. How come the trucks are not here? So I heard something from my friend a while ago, fleet management, trucks management, drivers management, which was, I think, discussed by Royal Cargo this morning. So this is actually one thing that we are working with our trade partners. Our customers' challenge. I mentioned to you the stores as my customers. So when they deliver, when our trade partners deliver to our distribution centers, these are in pallets. So when we deliver to Shopwise, it's in full case. But when we deliver to Welcome and Shopwise Express, since they don't have the bigger back rooms, it should be pieces. Like they want me to deliver 1 watermelon or 2 pieces or 12 pieces of potatoes. See how those things keep me really awake at night. And this is just a representation of what we need to give them. And Rustan's Marketplace. It's a mix of everything because they have the widest assortment. So just imagine what my cost is. Still, at the end of the day, my KPI is cost efficiency, bring down the cost. And I'm sure some of you would have read the industry standards on the percentage supply chain cost in retail versus sales. You can approach me later to know the number. But what's working? This is really positive. Everybody's now open for collaboration, and this is where we discuss supply issues so that we could forecast. And at the end of the day, both of us will be working on the on-shelf availability. It's not only bringing to the stores the stocks. It's actually maintaining the stocks on shelves. Because in store, we have such a thing called pilferage. Or when kids are trigger happy in opening candies and eating them there. So I know in the system there are inventory on hand, but in reality, physically, there's no more. So I would be arguing with store, no, you have on hand. You have 6 boxes. And then they will say, no, my shelves are empty. They are, what do they call it? Firing squad. Yan. Firing squad is you only have a few bottles left or few pieces standing there. And then continuous innovation. Of course, I'm excited to attend events like this in order to see how others are doing it, how they cope up with their challenges, and how we use technology. Fortunately, we are using auto-replenishment, so it's easier to manage the 50,000 SKUs that we have. We use the RF, but we're not in voice yet. We also use third-party logistics providers. So with that, I would like to end with sharing with you the value proposition of our company. It's actually getting that smile. It's actually in the pause. It's the last touch point in a supermarket, in a grocery, where you actually feel the satisfaction of the customer. And it's actually the customer service with a smile. Thank you very much.